18 of the drivers are locked into the Daytona 500 field through the NASCAR charter system. And those drivers' names are shown in white on our scoring pylon. The drivers that must race in are shown in yellow. Even though Truex has timed in to guarantee himself a spot, he can move up in the order by being the first of these open cars to finish this race. Same with Helio Castroneves. Oh, trouble, car in the wall.
Zane Smith.
Keep it up, yellow's out here.
Cut a tire or something, Kevin. Just hung her right. Have to look.
Cut it right front.
Yep, there it is.
Watch the 38, the green and black car, third on the outside.
Yep, right front tire went down. You're exactly right, Clint.
Zane Smith brings out the first caution flag of duel number 1.
See Chase Briscoe. He's seen enough. I felt the handling of my car. I'm going to ride right here in a safe place.
And here's Ryan Preece, who has dropped back to 21st position after starting this race outside pole.
Yeah, and you see on the hood right there, you see that thing dangling. That's a hood pin.
They were under the hood before the race. Didn't get one in.
Well, that's why you have 4, right?
Well, he's lost, obviously, a lot of track position here, clear back to 21st.
Now, Justin Allgaier is 17th overall, but more importantly, among the open cars, that number 40 is 5th.
Uh-oh.
Trouble.
Braking hard, stay down.
Oh, there is the 66, Chandler Smith in the wall, hard. He was running third, and he is done.
See some damage on the left front of Ty Gibbs. Chandler Smith's car is destroyed. That's a big hit. NASCAR's done a lot of work in the front of these cars to make them softer, so they will crunch up a little bit, but either way, that's a big hit.
And there is Castroneves. He was also involved.
That's 2 of your open cars.
He's got an off-track excursion there and rolls to a stop just shy of that safer barrier.
That one has a backup plan, though.
Yeah, Chandler Smith did not.
Nope. Castroneves will have that provisional.
And he really needed these 60 laps. These were his only opportunity to run and draft and pass cars. It was good to see that window net come down quickly on Chandler Smith's car. That's the signal to safety crews that he is okay. Let's see what happened here. Chandler Smith, 66, third place.
Ooh, not clear.
Yeah, and you see.
I think he was trying to get down and fill that gap there, Kevin. Just not clear.
Who was the second one? Clint,
The 7, I believe.
The 7
Justin
car.
Haley.
Yeah, and you saw the flames come out of Justin Haley. He saw Chandler Smith coming down the racetrack while he was clearly still underneath. And Haley knew that.
Yeah, he lifted, tried to stay out of it. He was way too.
Yeah,
up the side.
And it looked like
that's a big hit, Kevin.
Yeah, there's damage to several cars.
See, Allgaier barely getting through there. Preece as well. A lot of cars with some damage.
So Bubba Wallace has damage, so does J.J. Yaley, so does Ty Gibbs, and there is the end of the race for Helio Castroneves. Watch the impact of Chandler Smith into the safer barrier invented by Dr. Sicking and his associates, and you'll see how that steel barrier backed by foam collapses and mitigates the impact transmitted to that race car and to the driver. Countless lives have been saved by the safer barrier since its implementation.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh,
Here.
What a shot.
Now there's Castroneves, and we think that shot may have done the damage right there.
Well, you can see the right rear is broke on the car, and I don't know if the throttle hung or what happened, but he was going at a high rate of speed and then winds up getting this left front touching the apron right here, and it grabs the car. Heard us talk about it in qualifying. The right rear toe link is broke, and then the car just gets out from underneath him, and he takes another couple shots right here. And this one right here on the apron, oh gosh, Clint, I can't even explain to you how bad that hurt. That goes all the way up your spine, and it feels like a jackhammer.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, this may be the strangest start to a dual race I have ever seen at Daytona. But we're going to take the restart green with Chase Elliott and Josh Berry up front.
Yeah, and that outside line is going to change the way that top line was able to stay so formed up. And now it's just the decision that these guys make as to who pulls the block and what lane they decide to go in that they think is going to put them in the best opportunity to win the race.
White flag, 2.5 miles to go.
Man, this is awesome. Bubba's out front. Don't get it too far out front.
Yeah, and now that outside lane has been able to pull that second lane back, it's let all 3 lanes be pretty even.
He has officially lost his teammate. It's going to come down to turn 3. That 3 wide slowed them all down. Got 2 cars in between him and his teammate. Big runs to the outside.
One toy. Oh, and Dillon's in the wall. He moved up to the top to try to block the advance of Allmendinger, brushed the wall, but here they come for the flag. Wallace the leader. Byron on the bottom, Reddick in the middle, Dillon up top, off turn 4, and to the stripe. Bubba Wallace for 2311 gets the checkered flag.
Man, I really didn't think that Ty Dillon's car was going to be able to last. He hit the wall hard. Somehow, some way, he kept it up. And how about this? Justin Allgaier officially in the Daytona 500. Dale Jr. on fire. That's cool.
Allgaier finishes 9th. Wallace's Toyota holds off the Chevrolets of Byron, Ty Dillon, and Chastain. Then Wallace's Toyota teammate Reddick. And the rest of the top 10 all Chevys. Allmendinger, Austin Dillon.
I've always wanted one of those. Let's go!
Elliott, Allgaier, and Kyle Busch. Cole Custer getting passed by that group led by Austin Cindric, who now begins to gain on the 2 RFK Fords.
Got broke up.
Buescher and Keselowski.
Got broke up a little bit there, passing Cole Custer on the outside, but they were just way more efficient with the continuity and staying together as they came and did pit road.
But that's exactly what Cole Custer should be doing. He should be in the middle of the racetrack trying to get those lanes to have to zig and zag as much as they can. And you see now that he has disorganized this group enough to where he's going to be able to keep up with that pack.
They did a way better job than everybody else staying connected.
Look at these guys.
That's going to slow them down.
Well, Chris Buescher got up in the top lane, and Brad Keselowski was in the middle lane to block those guys as they were running. And that was a really aggressive block right there.
Slam as Suarez slams into Keselowski, and Bowman is a victim as well.
Oh.
That's that block you were talking about, broke that group up.
The closing rate was just too much to overcome there.
Well, in the end, that's just the chance that you take. That's the strategy, to put your car in the middle of the racetrack. The RFK guys had a strategy to stagger their cars, and when it checked that group up 4, 5, 6 cars back, whatever that was, caused that accordion and caused these cars to run into the back of each other and spun somebody out here.
Alex Bowman, Brad Keselowski, Daniel Suarez. Keselowski's going to make it back to pit road, but with a lot of damage. Let's unpack this.
Well, the cars in the front of the pack there,
really started before that.
They checked that line up right there, and then it starts to, you see Daniel Suarez checked up, Alex Bowman got into the back of him, and it just, that accordion, when they check up like that, you can't see. The further that you get back, it becomes harder and faster. To slow down, it's harder because things are happening so much faster.
It's just an aggressive block. You know, the plan was they did a good, they had him staggered, and it really did slow that line up. When he tried to make the move to make the pass, wasn't there. Stacked them all up, the rest is history.
And Bowman into the safer barrier after tires blow out. This is from Ryan Blaney.
Front, got one singled out outside.
We're under caution for the first time in duel number 2 with 48 of 60 laps complete.
Somebody's going to break, Kevin. Somebody's going to take a chance and go for it, make this thing 3 wide, try to back up, drag the brake, do something to get a run and pounce on somebody. Who's it going to be?
Well, the intensity is just going to pick up, and these cars are just going to pile together and get more aggressive with the push. So a lot of times it's like in the last race, who throws the block and checks the line up, or who gets loose from a push. So
I think it's going to come from this third lane. Third lane on both sides.
And the moon is still full with 2 laps to go.
So Alfredo tried there to get up to him and got spit out, went to the back. He's going to need some help here if he's going to catch Joey Logano, or excuse me, LaJoie.
3 Fords on the inside, then a Toyota. Ford, then Chevrolet on the outside.
Yeah, Anthony Alfredo, you're looking for these guys to get 3 wide, a block, stack them up.
Here we go.
Here they go. That's it.
1 to go. That's Jones in the middle, getting swallowed up. Austin Cindric, second fastest car in Daytona in qualifying last night. He's going to be tough to beat if Joey Logano stays right with him.
Now Eric Jones, if he gets a run, he might force those guys to have to move and make a block. No, Logano stays with his teammate on the bumper. That's that teamwork we talked about. Thank you, Joey.
Well, we saw a perfectly executed block right there by Eric Jones. Yeah, he's got a great pusher behind him with a Ford of Chris Buescher, but he did a great job putting that car in the right position.
Eric Jones on the outside, Buescher the pusher. Cindric alone as Logano's in the middle now. Here they come to the stripe, and they're all crashing behind Austin Cindric, who I believe has beaten Eric Jones by inches.
LaJoie
What
made
the
it across
heck
too,
happened?
so LaJoie is in this race.
What a mess.
That's how quick it can happen.
That is Corey LaJoie's pickup team in this one-off ride. Jerry Kelly, the crew chief, Chris Osborne, the spotter, and they're going to be in the Daytona 500. All right, let's unpack this because we were watching the race to the flag. Let's see what happens behind the leaders.
Yeah, you see the 20 car was just on the outside of SVG right there, and they all just ran out of room. Kind of squeezed him up into the wall and wrecked some of those cars at the end. But all that congestion started when Denny Hamlin got underneath Joey Logano, and when Joey got in the middle of the pack right there, then everything starts to get congested. But Bell was on the outside of that 88 just a little bit and squeezed him in the fence, and off they go.
Hard to believe how that wiped out just about the entire rest of the field. Now let's go back and look at the moment of caution which determined the finish of this race. Looking at the flag stand, there are the caution lights on. They're at the start-finish line.
Now, I know, yeah. And I know everybody's like, why throw the caution? But let's hear what Eric Jones has to say.
Regan.